Welcome, Cancer, to your tarot reading for week of April 12th. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hope you all are doing fantastic. I'm using the Veronica's Dreams Tarot deck, which is mine. It is a prototype. So there's some things that the font is a little large right now. We're working on that. But I don't want to do too much more because I want to find anything else I want to change before I print another deck. Let's see what's happening. What do our Cancers need to know? Oh, cards are flying out. I'm going to take them. Judgment, King of Wands. And the Devil. Sun at the bottom of the deck. Let me pull the other cards. We've got our challenge. And is Lovers. And our unexpected is Seven of Cups. So, okay, well, you don't realize you have choices. You got Lovers here, which is also choices. So you're having both of those show up at the top of the reading. The sun, or the sun being at the bottom of the reading, is kind of like finding your happy place, being in a place of joy. I feel like you are definitely on the road to a renewal, a rebirth. You're feeling better about yourself in general, or things that are happening because of that sun. But overall, I think it's about yourself. Now, this King of Wands could be a fire sign, Sag, Leo, Aries, or it could be you taking control. We'll clarify that and get more information. However, you are going to be, by the end of the week, kind of either someone is going to try to persuade you, or someone that has persuasion properties over you may be coming in and giving you some kind of offer. It could be either one of those. The Devil could be that person. If it's about love, which you have the Lovers here, the Judgment, the Sun, it's those people in your life that's really hard to give up. So let's clarify these to see if we can get more information. What the Judgment, what these three cards are. The Judgment, Two of Swords. I think that comes from a decision. The King of Wands is the Strength card, and the Devil is Justice. Oh, interesting. Ace of Cups. Okay, so yeah, okay, the Judgment, I mean, I think you've made a choice. You've made a choice. I'm going to allow myself to, be reborn. In other words, I'm not going to stay stuck. I'm not going to stay in this position that I am right now. I'm going to rejoice here. There's something here I need. It's like you're finally putting down a sword and saying, I'm moving forward. I'm going to start something new here. The King of Wands is clarified with the Strength card. The Strength is a Leo card, so there is fire happening here. But I think with the King of Wands, I honestly feel like it's more about you taking on the strength and the enthusiasm of this king and taking control in that way. Like, okay, I'm going to be enthused. I'm going to get this done. It's like taking on that energy, the motivation, the excitement. The Wands courts are what I call doers. They're fire signs, and they want to do. They don't want to overthink. They don't want to, over emote. They don't want to like be grounded and be patient. They don't have any of that. It's not time. It's time to do things. So there is part of me that feels like you're going to be really taking charge and doing things. I don't think this is someone else. The Devil is addictions, is attachments. I do feel like with this justice card showing up here is, I feel like there's something that you need to balance out that has to do with maybe something that you're attached to, whether it be ideas, ways of doing things, people, substances. I don't feel like it's substances, but I do feel like it could be more like a way of doing things, or ways of thinking that you will be becoming aware of, that you may need to put into perspective, into balance. I feel like, and I think that's a good sign. I really do. So we have the Lovers here in your challenge. I feel like it's choices. I feel like your challenge is choices, not necessarily choices on people, but choices on things. It could be let's clarify. Let's see what else we've got here. So the Lovers is clarified with the Death. Yeah, there's a transformation or changes are happening. And look at, there's the Judgment again. Yeah, changes are happening. And what it is you need to make choices to move forward to deal with this judgment that you've decided that you are going to start something new, a new way of doing things, a new life, a new, I don't know, something new and exciting, but you're making positive changes within yourself. And this is the challenge is, yeah, these changes are hard, but it's up to me to make those changes. This could be a partner or something in your life, which makes it a little bit harder to make those changes. Let's say, I always like use weight loss because I'm always in that weight loss struggle. That may be like you're trying to take off some pounds, but they're not helping you. In other words, it's not that they're not helping you or they're not enthusiastic. They may be the cook. They, be cooking for you and they may not, make too much or things that have a lot more calories than you want or that kind of thing. It's not that they're trying to do anything to, it's just the challenge that there could be someone else in your life that's not that they're not trying to help you change, but they just may have bad habits that it's really easy for you to fall into as well. Something like that. So the unexpected is the seven of choices, the seven of cups, which is, look, I've got all of these things I can do. I am, and I think what you realize that you don't have to, this challenge of yours with the, if it is someone that, might be kind of hindering the changes that you're trying to make, that there may be different ways of going about this. And we've got the World, yeah, to reach your needs. Five of Wands, yeah. You can either choose to, meet your goals with the world, or you can choose to fight and fight and not reach your goals, right? So, your choices need to, when you realize that you have these choices, and how are you going to handle them? I think that you will lose the angst to fight about it and you will just choose to move towards those goals. And that will be really helpful. Oh, I didn't pull advice. What is the advice for our Cancers for this week? Oh, Wheel. Yeah, things are going to move whether you want them to or not. This is forward movement. You're headed in the right direction. Keep going that way. I always look at the wheel when it comes up in an advice is time keeps moving whether you do or not. You either can keep up with it or you can let it go ahead of you and then lose time. And time we don't get back. We don't get time back. We don't get the past back. Well, I could even say we can learn from the past, but we can't make a day longer. We can't, every day that we're not doing the things that we want to do or the things that are going to get us ahead is every day it doesn't get done. And it doesn't like we get more days to do that. We don't. We get less days every time a day passes. So this is know that time keeps moving. The world keeps moving. You can either move to or not. It's up to you. And that's what the advice is. Is there anything else for our Cancers for the week? I'll pull one more card. Yeah, Eight of Wands. You need to move towards whatever is gravitating you right now. You want that judgment. You want that joy. You want the sun. You want the happiness. So it's move towards that. Don't let this get away from you. Again, that wheel showing up in the advice, keep moving forward. And you got this. So there you have your reading for the week. Please leave me a comment, hit that thumbs up button. They all help. Take care. Of a beautiful week.